roadside appointments were for the Okolea program, or that they were for county governments, but the appointment letters were not issued? Which one do we take?
They were for Okolea programs.
Good. They were for the Okolea program.
Yes.
In your affidavit before this Senate, can you point to us a single paragraph where you have said these were appointments for Okolea program?
There is nowhere here, the document that I have.
This charity you run is your charity, isn't it?
Yes.
You got the gentleman that just testified to get many letters from Ms. Virginia saying these people were never appointed by the county assembly.
They were never appointed.
Have you placed any letter before this Senate showing these roadside appointments were from the Okolea?
The accusation was the appointment.
Did you produce, Honorable Kawira, have you produced any evidence? The charity is owned by you. It is you saying the employees were meant for the charity, not the county. Instead of bringing us letters showing these are employees of the charity, you have brought us letters saying they are not employees of the county.
They are not employees of the county because I've not seen any appointment letter concerning the people.
Since Okolea is a private charity, would it have any business with the statutory body of the county government of Meru?
There is no statutory body of the county of Meru that is involved with the Okolea program.
Good. Is the Meru Youth Service a statutory body of the county government of Meru?
You are talking about the roadside appointment, which none of the appointment has been taken to Meru Youth Service.
Your declarations, which we don't contest that it was made, didn't you declare your husband a patron of Meru Youth Service?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
But now you say you actually meant it for the Okolea program.
I meant the patron of Meru Youth Service and not an employee of county government of Meru.
Should the Okolea program, in your understanding of governance, be commingled? Should the staffing of the Okolea program be commingled or mixed with the staffing of the Meru Youth Service?
There is no way that it can mingle or be mixed because the position that is in dispute is the patron position.
Good.
Whose responsibility is to give advice and also
So when you appointed this husband of yours to patron, were you appointing him as part of the Okolea program or as...
Order, Council. Council, again, let us remain respectful. You cannot refer to the husband of the governor as this husband of yours. You know the proper English.
Chair, I'm profusely apologetic. English is my third language. I didn't mean any shred of disrespect to the governor, and if she is offended, I'm really sorry.
Since it is your third language, I now direct that you withdraw that
withdrawn, Chair.
And we now want to school you that you are now free to call him the first gentleman, your husband. or your husband,
Chair.
who is the first gentleman?
Chair. Chair, it is not sufficient for the council to just withdraw. The council should withdraw and apologize.
Yes.
Chair, I just apologize profusely, and I told the governor I'm sincerely sorry if she has taken offense at the description.
Apology is noted.
So when you appointed the first gentleman as patron of Meru Youth Service, were you doing that as part of Okolea or as governor of Meru County?
It was part of Okolea. That's why I insisted that you will not draw any fund from the county government of Meru.
Wouldn't you then accept, by so doing, you have commingled your private charity with the management of an institution established by law, the law being the Meru Youth Service Act?
No.
Okay. Let's go to Timau. The problem was firefighting, correct?
Yes.
If the citizens have a problem with firefighting and they are addressing it to the governor of Meru, would they expect the governor to deal with the matter in a capacity as governor or in a capacity within a private charity called Okolea?
The Okolea program has been there for the last 10 years. Even when I was the woman representative of Meru County, the residents or the people of Meru could bring their problems to me while in office, and I also assisted in the capacity of the Okolea program as the director. So they knew very well that I'm able to assist them.
Does the Meru County government have a fire department?
Yes, it has.
Is that department staffed by the County Public Service Board?
It is.
Wouldn't that then be the body statutorily authorized to deal with the problem of firefighting in Timau?
The people employed by the county government of Meru for the firefighting are experts in those areas. Those that we assisted at Timau are the local people that would assist in locating the places where there are problems.
You've just confirmed in your affidavit, there is no way you say you made all these appointments as part of Okolea. Did you declare at Timau that you are appointing these people not as governor, but
yes.
as, did you declare?
I did not declare.
Good.
I was
you
getting
did not
them
declare.
As the county
Let's
government.
go to Nkobo. There was a request by Honorable Mca'S, right?
Yes.
Honorable Mca'S is an MCA.
Yes.
Addressing a problem his residents have with the governor of Meru County.
Yeah.
When he was making that request to you, was he making it to you as the owner of Okolea, which is your private charity, or he was addressing you as the governor of Meru County?
He was addressing both sides.
Anywhere in the video where he mentions Okolea or in the transcript of that video?
The evidence is clear because when we went ahead and got some people as watchmen, the position of watchmen are not there in the county government of Meru.
My question is simple, Honorable Governor. Is there anywhere in your video or any video in existence anywhere in the world in which Honorable Mca'S is addressing this problem to you in your roles in Okole as opposed to your role as governor of Meru?
So many videos.
Have you placed them before this Senate?
No.
Let's go to Kenjai. You issued a directive here to ward administrators, right?
Yes.
Are ward administrators also officials of the Okole program?
The ward administrators are government officials.
But you claim the appointments at Kianjai were also part of the Okole. Isn't that your position?
Part was Okole.
So, by directing county officials, specifically ward administrators, to employ people and ensure they're employed when you're speaking as Okole director, aren't you commingling again your functions as governor and the interests of your private charity?
My ones are very clear from the videos that was played, that what I said to the ward administrators, if there is anyone who is to be employed by the county government, should he follow the procedure. Those are my true ones from the videos that were played.
Would I be right to say the county secretary is the head of the county public service?
Yes.
This is an officer subordinate to you in the county hierarchy, isn't it?
Yes.
It is therefore perfectly normal for you to give these officer instructions to respond to official complaints, isn't it?
I'm the accused.
Yes, you're the accused. My question is it within your legitimate powers as governor to issue directions to the county secretary to respond to matters relating to county public service?
Come again?
Do you have power to instruct the county secretary to respond to the complaints about illegal appointments? Because he's the head of the public service. He's answerable to you, isn't he?
He's answerable to me, and he does what is right before the law.
I didn't ask. Let's go to the secretary of the county public service board. This is also an official of the county executive, correct or incorrect?
Correct.
So the governor could again lawfully direct the secretary of that board to respond to complaints about illegal appointments, correct or incorrect?
The secretary, I don't think, is in capacity to respond about the appointment or the roadside appointment. The work of appointment is based to the Public Service Board, which does the employment.
I put it to you, sorry again, Chairman, I'm really sorry. I hope I can be forgiven without it. Honorable Governor, I put it to you that the reason you got Mr. Gatobu to procure all these letters is because the persons lawfully competent to testify on these matters would not commit to testify to them. That is the county secretary and the secretary of the county public service board.
No.
I put it to you, Father, that in the case of the county secretary, the reason you didn't ask him, and you ask a man you can dismiss at will, who is your chief of staff, is because there is an accusation about you illegally reappointing the county secretary, and if he came to testify to these things, he would be exposed as holding an illegal office.
There is no employee of the county government of Meru that I can dismiss annually.
Is the Okole program part of the Meru Level 5 hospital legal structures?
No.
Therefore, if the roadside declarations or directives you gave with regard to the Level 5 hospital was done in the capacity of Okolea, you must again have been commingling your private charity with the official functions as a state officer.
My visit to Meru Level 5 hospital, I did not do anything concerning Okolea program. It was a visit that I was invited by chief officer and the board.
Let's go to the vilification allegation. Would I be right to say there is no contest between you and the assembly whether you made the utterances in the videos, and that the only point of contest is the meaning to be ascribed to those utterances?
Pardon?
Do you contest the utterances you made at the meeting where Mwandevile was?
There were no utterances that I made to verify anyone.
Let's forget the vilification for now. I'm asking, the utterances on the video where you're seen speaking, are you contesting you made those utterances?
The utterances that I made was a request from the Crown or the residents.
The question, Honorable Governor, did you or did you not make the utterances? We'll deal with their meanings. As a matter of fact, the chair assured us they even have Kimeru interpreters. So I'm not even interested in the meaning. I'm only interested in, did you make those utterances recorded on the video? Either you did or you didn't. Which will you take?
I repeat again, I made utterances based from the residents of that area, those that demanded their leader, the MCA, to apologize before he goes on to speak.
Chair, so that my time is not wasted in the altercation with the witness, I'm inviting you to note the witness is not answering the specific question I'm asking, which is whether the video is a depiction of utterances she made. The witness is obsessed with the implications of the utterances or their meaning, which is not my question.
Let us try and avoid that condemnation of the witness. Maybe because you want to get an answer, try and re-paraphrase your question. As you said, if a lawyer like you, who is schooled in English, admitted that it is a foreign language, how about her? We don't know her professional background.
Did you ask the crowd at Mwerong Kanga whether the Honorable Idili should apologize?
First, after the residents said that Mwenda
Please answer my question. You love them. Did you ask the crowd?
Yes, I asked.
Good, you asked. After the first gentleman accused the senator and the MP Tigania East in your presence of sending you certain SMSs as per the video, when you rose to the podium, did you disown the sending of the alleged SMSs?
In meetings that I attend, there are so many speakers, and it is not my duty to go on disowning every speaker's
Your husband, oh sorry again, Chair. I'm sorry. Thank you. Chair, let's take it as a slip of the tongue. The first gentleman accused the Honorable Cabinet Secretary and the Honorable MP for Tigania East of sending you certain SMSs making extortionist demands. When you took to the podium, did you correct those assertions? Either you did or you didn't. Which one will you take?
First gentleman is a grown-up man.
That's not my question.
Order, Madam Governor. You must answer questions the way you've been asked. He did not ask for that storytelling which you are starting. He wants yes or no.
I did not disown.
You did not disown. When the first gentleman told the public rally that the Honorable Mpuri Abori had brought fictitious pending bails for 12 companies, did you, after you took to the podium, correct that misleading information?
No, it wasn't in my agenda.
It wasn't in your agenda?
Yes.
Instead of correcting it, didn't you go to actually affirm his assertions and tell the gathering you don't want a Nusumukate government?
No.
You didn't mention Nusumukate in that video?
The video you are talking about, the Tigania East Member of Parliament, I mentioned nowhere.
I'm talking about the Cabinet Secretary and the Honorable Deputy Speaker. Did you correct the assertions made about them demanding a share in the county public appointments?
No.
You didn't. Don't you think, given the seriousness of these allegations, if you knew, as you must have, that they were lies, as a public leader and leader number one in the county, the first thing you should have done is to dispel the aspersions cast on the two honorable leaders?
But because they were uttered by a different person, I thought it was good for me to talk to him later to understand.
These utterances, for the record, are not uttered by a random person, but by a person you have given some 2 offices in public, isn't it? Correct or incorrect?
Repeat again.
Were these utterances by a random citizen of Meru, or utterances by a person you had appointed as last ambassador and patron of the Meru Youth Service?
By then he was not appointed.
He had not been appointed?
Yes.
Was he the first gentleman at that time?
Yes.
So, don't you think as governor, if the first gentleman makes such serious allegations against other leaders, a responsible governor should take the earliest possible opportunity to clear the air and say that is not correct?
Chair, I think the council should not be asking the governor about somebody who is not here in this court and who is not held accountable in this case.
Before I respond, I have seen the red light from the, is it an objection or something?
Yes, Chairman. Honorable Chairman, we are constrained to interject because the issues that the governor is being put through, they are special in their nature under the law of evidence, under Section 130. She's being asked questions about her spouse. And we have followed through and she has answered to the best of her abilities. Now she has been asked to form an opinion about her own spouse in a matter involving criminal implications, whether she's the one who is charged, or it may thereafter follow that the spouse may be followed in other different proceedings in another forum. I think under the law of evidence, under Section 130 of the Evidence Act, Cap 80 of the laws of Kenya, spouses and communications relating to spouses are protected. And also, this will not be a witness who will be compelled to form an opinion, especially of an incriminating nature, against her own spouse. And also to give such evidence, she would also not be allowed without the consent of that spouse. These are a declaratory statute. And two, I did not want to venture into Article 50, Clause 2, Paragraph L, which Honorable Chair had inquired about yesterday, on whether if this client is asked questions that are incriminating to her and she refuses to answer, how will the county assembly team treat her approach to such kind of questions? And we hadn't thought we'll get here. I thought the county assembly team will be a little bit guided, not to require the governor to form an opinion, especially of an untoward nature, against her spouse. That is, Honorable Chair, the protection we are requesting this committee to afford the witness and the governor, and to allow her to exercise the right to a fair hearing under Article 50 on those two parameters that I've mentioned. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Council, I think both the Vice Chair and your colleague, they're not asking for too much. We are not sitting here to determine the innocence or otherwise arising from the utterances of the first gentleman. Leave that for another court. The first gentleman is not on trial here. So let us focus.
I'm guided in the interest of time, Chair, and I'm urging you humbly to note the interjections.
Kanzo.
I'm directed, I will obey that directive, Chair.
Kanzo.
Yes.
Can you relax? We are aware that we have to save your time. You want us to take a shortcut so that an authority on pronouncement finds that what we did here was a sham? The only way that authority will find that it was not a sham is to follow the proceedings and find that they were done procedurally. So kindly enjoy your space, but separate the first gentleman from the governor.
I'm directing, Chair. I don't think we should be detained. I'm entirely in your hands. Let's go to the municipality, the Honorable Governor. Is the Meru Municipal Board a statutory entity?
Yes.
Does Okolea program have any mandate on functions of the municipal board?
No.
Therefore, if you answer that the committee to manage the tax operators, those who are Okolea appointments, you must still again have been commingling your private charity with a statutory body. Correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Let's go back to vilification, Governor. Without conceding that you vilified anyone, would the vilification of other leaders cause a breach or potential breach of the peace? This is not to say you vilified anyone. It's a general question. the Honorable Kawira,
Yes.
would persistent vilification campaigns against elected leaders create a potential threat of civil strife? Assuming it were true that there was vilification.
No.
Would vilification of the church, the mocking of its clergy, the mocking of its liturgies, are those acts, in the event the Senate were to find there is evidence to support them, acts likely to lead to civil strife?
I have not seen one.
Chair, I'm not sure that your communication has been taken. And Council, there was an application which led us where we are right now. And that application is very clear. And I think that the reason why the governor, in this case the accused, took the stand was to be able to help us dig into this evidence in your own application. And if you didn't take the guidance of the chair in the first place, I think it's critical that you understand that you will make it very difficult for us to dig into the documents provided here by the witness and the accused at the same time. You haven't even helped us dig into some of the evidences provided by the governor in volume 1, which is an affidavit sworn by the governor, which has got some very, very interesting stuff that you could help us understand. And so is volume 2. So I wanted just to ask to the chair that remember your application and try to stick to application in the next 30 minutes that you still remain with.
Thank you, the Senator of Migori. Yes, Senator of Nairobi, I see your light.
Yeah, Chair, with the greatest respect to my colleague from Migori, this case is the Assembly's case. I wish that we would allow them to prosecute that case in the manner in which they would like. In the event that they do not touch on any of the documentation they have supplied us, they don't speak to the facts that they have alleged, they don't tell us the truth or point us to where we can see the truth of their assertions, that is their funeral. Chair, in the interest of time, I am not a morning person and I'm not also a night person. In the interest of moving the proceedings forward, let's allow the Assembly to conclude their case.
Very well put. We do not have any luxury or responsibility, Council, to teach you law. You keep on laying your bed.
Let's go to paragraph 3.
You're going to lie in it.
Let's go to paragraph 3 of your affidavit, Honorable Governor.
Which page?
It is at page 15 of your volume, of your response. That would be volume 1. Please confirm that it is you, not the Assembly, who has paragraph 3 has introduced the gender issue. Correct or incorrect?
Page 15.
At paragraph 3. Repeated at paragraph 11 and paragraph 15.
The one that reads my election to the position of the governor of Meru County in the August 2022 general elections was culmination of a long journey with unprecedented challenges, having campaigned on an independent ticket and being a woman in a field ordinarily dominated by men.
It is you who claims gender issues in that paragraph, as read with paragraph 11 and 15. Correct or incorrect?
I have not raised any gender issue here.
Okay, I'll leave it to the Senate to see from the record whether you've raised those issues. But weren't you, Honorable Governor, impeached by all the women MCAs? Never mind these claims about gender. Did they or did they not impeach you, all the women MCAs?
The impeachment, to my understanding, does not either look at the gender of a person.
My question is simple. Did the women MCAs of the Meru County Assembly vote in support of the impeachment motion?
Yes, they did.
Good. All of them, isn't it?
Yes.
Good. You say in paragraph, I'm trying to see the paragraph, Chair, 9 to 10 of your affidavit, that there is a power matrix in which the minority and the majority have joined hands to hound you out of office. Is that the position you've taken in those paragraphs?
Yes.
Are you aware, Honorable Governor, that the Meru County Assembly has 5 independent MCAs?
Yes, I'm aware.
Did those independent MCAs vote in favor of the impeachment motion?
Yes, they did.
Would I be correct to say there are several political parties represented in the Meru County Assembly?
There are several.
Specifically, UDA, BAS, Jubilee, PNU, NOPEO, and DP. Correct or incorrect?
Yes, correct.
Yes, Senator.
I'm tempted to interject on, what the council has mentioned about the governor talking about being elected in an unprecedented situation as a woman. Page 15, you mentioned that. Paragraph 15. But really, Chair, isn't this one a statement of fact? Because in the Meru community, do we have elected women MCAs? Do we have elected women members of parliament, apart from the women representative? She's among the very few governors who've been elected in Kenya as a woman. I mean, give credit where it's due. She's not glossing over it. It's a fact.
Very good. Members, I can see lights are starting to come.
Yes,
Are we able to hold on just a little bit? He was about to finish. Let me not rule you out of order, but I say your points will be properly articulated. He's just on the winding curve. Yeah? Let him just. Council, you conclude because your time is up, and then members, you'll follow it up. You'll then throw your issues.
You say at paragraph 39 of your affidavit and paragraph 38 that there have been various efforts by various entities to resolve this crisis, ranging from the church to Jurincheke to Council of Governors and whatnot. Isn't that correct?
It is correct.
Have these efforts succeeded so far?
Some have succeeded.
But if the efforts by all these players have not resolved the problem in Meru, doesn't it then leave impeachment as the only way out?
problems are not solved in a day. I think the few months that I've been in office is a short duration. And I think it's good to give our issues time, and I believe all will be resolved well.
You said the previous governor equally appointed his spouse to certain offices, right?
Yes.
Let's go to page 27 of your volume 2. I put it to you, Governor, that this Gazette notice on its face says, refers to a decision by the County Executive Committee of Meru and not a decision by the then Governor of Meru.
Yes.
It is therefore incorrect for you to suggest that the former governor appointed his spouse. If she was appointed, the person who appointed is the one the Gazette notice says made the decision, which is the County Executive Committee.
The pronouncements were made by the governor himself.
Order, Governor. Don't respond. Because on page 27, that Gazette notice is not what the governor is, what the council is saying. He knows the English language.
Can you read for us page 27, where it reads?
Council, you know English. The Honorable His Excellency Kreitu is saying in this Gazette notice that pursuant to a decision by the CC Committee on 22nd of March 2018 establishing Meru to Weza program and in exercises of powers conferred by Section 32L of the County Government Act, I, Kreitu Murungi, Governor of County of Meru, and purpose of that, appoint. It is the governor appointing. It is not the CC. Don't confuse the witness, because you know that English, you know that is, you are out of order. So
Chair, I'll leave it.
Witness,
I'll leave it to the chair.
Witness, don't respond.
I'll leave it, Chair, because it's a question of interpretation and we may differ on that. So that I don't waste my time unnecessarily. Honorable Governor.
Hold on. Members, on this issue, anybody who wants to ventilate? We proceed? Yes, it's done.
Please confirm, Honorable Governor, that in your volume 2, most, if not all, the documents you have placed before the Senate are dated before the date of the impeachment motion.
Which document?
You know, I'm trying to go in summary so that, would you confirm to me, Honorable Governor, if you want us to go them one by one, very quickly. All the transcripts attached to your volume 2 of various videos refer to videos that were in existence as at the date of the impeachment motion before the Senate.
Some were earlier.
Yes, we know, of course, a few were not available, but would I not be correct to say most of them were available as at the date of the impeachment motion?
No.
These videos you have transcribed, were they in existence as at 5th December 2022?
Some of them.
Some of them.
Yes.
The document at page 27, was it in existence as of that date?
Let me check.
It's a 2018 document.
27.
Page 27 of your volume 2.
It is the same Meru Toeza program
Yes.
board. Yeah.
The question was it in existence as at 5th December when the notice of the impeachment motion was given?
It was.
Same to the document at page 42? Please confirm. It was in existence. It predates 5th December, true or untrue?
Yes, this one is dated 31st October.
Great. Same for the document at page 51. True or untrue?
This is 23rd November.
It is before the date of the impeachment motion before this Honorable Senate, correct or incorrect?
Before.
Let's go to the lease. Are you aware, Governor, that ownership is only one of the many interests in land?
Yes.
So you're aware possession, besides ownership, is an interest recognized in law?
Yes.
You're aware a leasehold is an interest recognized in law?
Yes.
This document at page 113 of your volume 2, at paragraph B, does it show the Catholic Church as an interest in this property known to the law?
113 paragraph.
B. The document is a lease, isn't it?
It is a lease agreement.
Is a leasehold an interest recognized by law?
Yes, it is recognized by law.
This document, therefore, would not justify the accusations you made against the church, because by the document, the church has an interest in this property recognized by law.
This document also affirms that the registered owner is Egoji Boys Secondary School.
Fair enough, but don't we agree ownership is just one of the interests recognized by law when it comes to matters of land?
Yes.
A leasehold is equally a legally lawful interest, isn't it?
For a certain time.
Is this lease valid as we speak today? Has it expired? Is it a valid or an expired lease?
Let me check.
I put it to you, it's a valid lease. And it was
For
valid
5 years.
as at the date of the allegations and the public rally you organized against the church.
It's for 5 years.
Good. So if by this document, the church has an interest in this property recognized by law, there can be no justification for the utterances, whether we accept their vilification or not, for the utterances you made in a public rally against the church.
I made no utterances. My work was only to know if the piece of land belongs to the Diocese of Meru or the county government of Meru, which, including the people that represented the church, we all saw that the piece of land belonged to county government of Meru.
Chair, I'm told I have 10 minutes. Please allow me to give it to my colleague, Mr. Boniface Kawira, because there are matters we agreed you would cover. Please indulge him because some of my time has been spent in the interjections.